Wednesday morning, and God, I do thank you for the opportunity just to say, God, I thank you. I was at the barbershop this morning, and the normal for the barbershop is good conversation, good laugh, and just the opportunity to learn, share, and move forward. Today was a situation where a person came in and we were told that their place had burnt down, and this place was a rental. And it opened the door, and in the conversation in the barbershop, it allowed me the opportunity to say I wanted to sit down and have this conversation today. And when the story was being told about the fire, I asked the question that I felt needed to be had, and nothing was taken in a negative. Let me say that before we go any further. And I asked, did you have renter's insurance? And the response was no. I said, okay. I asked the age. Tell me the age. I said, so what did you learn from the situation? My barber jumped in and said, have renter's insurance. Now, we started talking on the level of the renter's insurance, and my barber came back and he put things in perspective, and I love it. And we started talking from the standpoint of the day-to-day. Some can understand what I'm getting ready to say. Others are going to act as though they're above this and they don't have these problems, okay? And the conversation was, we're in a place in time, and I get this, where decisions are being made based on what I can do compared to what I can't do. And there's a whole lot of truth in that. But again, perception. And we were having a discussion, and it was a good discussion for the barbershop. And the discussion was, we're looking at the finances based on what I feel I have to do compared to what I can do. And unfortunately, sometimes we have a tendency to look at insurances as I can do without it. And the thing about insurance, we don't want to ever purchase insurance with the hopes that it has to be used. We purchase insurance with the hopes that if it's ever needed, it's there. It's a need. So, understanding, and there was no right or wrong, and it wasn't an argument, it was a good conversation. I gave my 2 cents as my barber gave his, and we saw where each was coming from. But I said to myself, or I said to the audience that was listening, in certain instances, we have to get to a place where we've got to truly look at everything that's going on in the house and kind of sometimes see what we have been made to believe is a necessity can actually be done without, based on that insurance being a necessity, and we need to move the funds over there in order for the just in case. Now, with that being said, everybody has to make their decisions based on what they feel works best for them. But the thing about making those decisions, in a case of, in this situation, the fire did show up. How do you deal with the consequences of the actions based on the fact I could have had it, but I chose not to? And this is not a shot at anybody who's dealing with this type of situation, or any situation for that matter. This is just conversation. This is just something to think about. This is reality. And yeah, things are difficult out here, and it's going to get worse. I don't want this to be the case, but we've got to prepare. There's some hard decisions that has to be made. Another conversation we had in the barbershop before that person showed up, we were talking about rainy day. putting up for the rainy day. And again, great conversation, great interaction. And my barber made the comment as I was talking to the younger barber in there, and he said, we can't all just jump in and start saving. And there's truth in that. This is all about a plan. You have to get to a place where you're able to put money into that savings account and leave it there. You can't put it in the savings account and a week later go back and get it because something showed up that you want to do. Keyword there, want to do. It's not a need, because you're defeating the purpose of the so-called savings. It's never going to be there if you actually need it. But there's levels to get to where some of us can sit. There's no arrogance in the conversation that I'm having today. This is reality. And a lot of times we've got to sit back, listen to the stories, put it in archives, and when you start seeing an opportunity where you can start becoming more of an independent person, take it and run with it. Put the wheels in motion. Stand on business. Discipline and sacrifice will always equal success. I chose to share this today because I felt there are people who need this. And this thing about the insurance, again, we don't buy insurance with the hopes that we're going to need it. We buy it with the hopes that if it's ever needed, we have it. But it is a need. Give thanks on this Wednesday morning. Appreciate the blessings of this Wednesday morning. That includes the obstacles that you're faced with and the wins that you have been blessed with. Take care.